Show the podcast with Gerardo
and Miguel.
With Gerardo
and Miguel.
Talk Show the podcast with Gerardo
and Miguel.
With Gerardo
and Miguel.
And Miguel. Oh, I fucked it up. Talk Show the podcast, a vegan relapse. On today's episode, we discuss addiction and relapse, jumping out of airplanes, proposals, and various other topics. My name's Billingsley, and enjoy the show.
That's a nice little ditty.
Yeah. This is the first song I ever wrote.
Really? Oh, you wrote that completely 100%.
Well, no, so the song I learned from Mars Volta.
Yes,
and
Mars Volta.
It's Asilos Magdalena, the song.
Okay.
But he doesn't play that guitar riff at all. Mm-hmm. It's the chords of the guitar riff that I learned for Spanish class in 3rd grade, in 8th grade, or in 11th grade, in Spanish 4. So it was it was 3-4, Spanish 3-4.
And then you created your own song from it.
Yeah, from those chords, I made my own song in 11th grade. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty funny, but it's also very sad.
Why is it sad?
The song?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll play it for you.
Why is it sad?
You want to hear it?
Okay.
I'm also sad today, and that's the first thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, really?
CR. Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
It goes, I'll just play the parts where I sing. It goes, trust yourself, oh little girl, before you trust somebody else. Love yourself, oh, before you love somebody else. This is a kid writing this shit, dude. One second. One more. This is the kind of the joke part. Feeling touched, we fall in love. It's all for nothing, and I don't give a fuck. Yeah, dude.
That's funny.
I couldn't really sing properly.
That went from really nice to okay. You just completely 180 it to I hate this person.
Feeling touched, we fall in love. It's all for nothing. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. That's basically what love is, isn't it?
I mean, to some, I guess. I don't subscribe to that exactly. I don't know.
Because so have you ever been in a situation where you fell in love with somebody and then you're telling one of your homies and then you're like all psyched as fuck about it and then you realize like they're not as psyched as you and you're like, okay, I guess it means nothing.
Okay.
So I don't give a fuck because I still feel this way.
Okay, that's not what I got out of it when I heard it.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Because you always expect me to say something stupid.
No. I thought it was going to be just like, a nice song about,
trust yourself, love yourself.
Self-esteem.
Yeah.
And then you made it about, all right, fuck you.
Dude, I wrote that when I was a kid, dude.
It sounded nice.
Yeah.
You were 17, right?
Yes, 17, 18.
Isn't it funny how back then when you were 17, you're like, I'm not a kid.
Yes.
And now you're like, I was a baby.
Yeah. What is one thought that you had? Everyone knows mine. I told the girl once that I'll never listen to anything but Led Zeppelin for the rest of my life. And that's probably one of the stupidest things I've done, like full on knowing I meant 100%, Uh-huh. What's something that you meant 100% that you don't mean now at 17?
Dog, I can't even think of one, honestly. I remember, I used to tell people that I wanted to be like a teacher, but I didn't actually. I never told people the truth. Is that a thing?
Yeah. Is that a thing?
So I guess, when I was a kid, nobody knew me really. Some people did, but my family definitely didn't.
So yeah, I'm
trying to out-sad you before you get to your sad thing.
I'm fucking sad, dude. And it's weird because the reason why, so the first thing on the list here is CR. And it's a celebrity relapses, dude.
Okay.
You know how you could look to a celebrity and like Robert Downey Jr., for instance, he got clean after fucking waking up in somebody else's bed, that's like a toddler's bed. He made a huge career out of himself. And you look at that and you're like, I should probably get sober, dude. Things looked up for him. Like, what do you do when a celebrity relapses? Somebody that you look up to relapses. And for me, being sober, I'm like, I could be like him, dude. You know what I mean?
And then he relapses and you're like, that could be me?
Yeah. Oh, no. After the relapse, we're like, I could be like him. Yeah.
So does Robert Downey Jr. relapse?
No, Bobby Lee relapsed.
So he started eating meat again, or Bobby Lee?
No.
Oh, you're talking about drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're going for now.
I don't think vegetarians call it relapse.
I think they do.
They do?
I don't know.
Hey Siri, do vegetarians call it a relapse? Okay, he doesn't hear me.
Yeah, dude. They start crying after they eat burritos and stuff like that.
Oh my god, it's just scary, dude. Because then you know somewhat of it, and it also goes in like with euphoria. The whole conversation happening around euphoria. It's like it glamorizes drugs and alcohol.
Do you feel like it does?
No, hell no, no, I do not.
Is there sex in the show?
Well, it does. It has a lot of sex in it, but it has a lot of drugs. It has a lot of alcohol, but it doesn't glamorize it. It shows how fucking terrible the main character's life becomes because of drugs and alcohol. And I could see myself looking at that as a younger person and saying like, oh dude, I want to do that. But that's me. That's somebody that fucking needed an escape from everything. Yeah. And I actually did do drugs and alcohol. So
well, I think you just need to shift from looking up to Bobby Lee to looking up to Zendaya, which you already have expressed to me. That
Zendaya is amazing.
Zendaya is the end all be all of all entertainment, is how you made it seem when we had a discussion about her.
It's just a weird thing, dude. You know?
I guess the thing is, I don't have
sobriety.
I mean, I wouldn't. Would you call yourself an addict? I wouldn't call myself an addict. Would you call me an addict? Yeah. In what way?
You're addicted to your phone.
No, I'm not at all. You okay?
I think you are.
You had me waiting, and so I'm on my phone. Even when you're editing, damn, we're getting deep, huh?
Because you know it's real.
No, well, yeah, you're on your computer, so I get on my phone. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just not gonna sit here and be a post the whole time, and when you're not on your computer, you're doing something, right? You're like watching TV, you're cleaning, but I'm just sitting here. So like after I've gone through all my brain, all my broadband, everything I think, I'm just like, all right, phone. Like if you were to follow me around, you'd see I'm on my phone when I'm waiting. Yeah. So when I'm here, I'm waiting.
Okay, let's take you out of this.
Okay.
All right. What are the characteristics of somebody that is addicted to their phone? I'm asking a phone addict.
They argue with someone who says they're addicted.
That's hilarious.
But I'm not addicted.
Right.
I could stop anytime.
I really do think you have a problem.
I don't.
I do.
All right. The problem is you put me in situations where I'm just have to be on my phone. That's the problem. Right. Oh, you're my enabler.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
For instance, let me just... You're the... See, this is one of my topics too, right? Intervention. I wanted to pull an intervention on you. Okay, so by the way, we forgot to mention at the top of the show that Miguel is going to be gone for 2.5 weeks, right?
Yeah.
He's going to a phone conference in Portugal.
Yeah. I'm not. I just said yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to Portugal. I'm going to Europe and then Morocco. And then the thing is, I'm doing it because I feel like I'm always ambushed by
Americans,
by Gerardo. And so I had to plan an escape to a beautiful, beautiful country in Portugal, Spain, Morocco.
So this is probably not going to come out for another 3 weeks from the recording date.
This is banked.
Yeah, this is banked because you're in Portugal right now.
Yeah, I'm so happy right now. Look at me. I'm with my best friend. So cool. Check my story.
So anyways, where were we? Sacramento. The trip to Sacramento. Let me just paint a picture for you, okay? On the way up to Sacramento, what did we do?
We listened to music.
Argued a little bit, had a good time.
Yeah.
A lot of verbal, conflict that happened, right?
Okay.
Was nice, right? I took a sleep for 2 hours, took a nap.
Yeah, left me alone, yeah.
I slept for 2 hours. I did get a lot of work done the night before and slept 2 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. But I stayed up for a good hour or two with my friend. Not shied away from phone usage. Right? Was in the moment. Right? How was the
drive back?
Yeah.
You're talking about the drive back.
Well, no,
when it was like night and it was like made sense for someone to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then What? Are you kidding me right now?
No, you're not. You didn't even let me speak.
Okay, go.
No, the drive back, I assumed you would go to sleep. But what I didn't assume was that when you weren't asleep, you'd be on your phone the whole time.
Would you say I was asleep for most of the car ride?
Yeah. I would say you were asleep for like 3
So I'm like a little groggy and I'm just on my phone instead of... and then even when I would wake up, I would say groggy statements to you.
Like what?
Like, we're going to the gas station? I'm sorry that my brain isn't like raring for conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say that, let's say we go outside and somebody's using heroin on the street, right?
Yeah.
Would you go up to them and be like, hey, man, stop using that heroin, right? I would. What would they say?
Do I know this person?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's say Michael Thompson's doing heroin on the street.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. And you see him doing it, and so tell me, I'm Michael Thompson.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's up, man? How's it going?
Hey, you should stop doing heroin, dude.
I don't have a problem, dude. I just like doing heroin. Oh, I'm sorry. I turn my brain off for 3 hours and I knock out on heroin. All right.
Is this the bad argument side of the podcast? Is this the going down the toilet section of our banter?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll say, okay, I trust you, my friend.
Oh my God.
Do your heroin because you can stop. And I believe people. I believe all women. And
One second, I got to do more heroin really quick. I can't stop.
Okay. You want to go get a sandwich?
I don't have a problem, dude.
Oh, okay. I'll see you later then.
You walk
Steps.
away. You hear that, Michael Thompson? He walks away from you doing heroin.
Yeah, I believe what he says. No. But in all seriousness, I think that's all false equivalency and
we'll drop it. But
Yeah,
if you were to pull an intervention on me, make it as gruesome as possible, what would your intervention be?
You're addicted to stress.
No, I'm not. Stop stressing me out.
You love I would say, Gerardo,
Yes.
you know how big your plate is, and this isn't a fat joke, but you put more than you know should be on your plate on your plate. And then
Daddy's hungry.
And then yes, but then you get mad when food falls off your plate. Very mad.
Why?
And then you're like, oh, how do I keep all this food on my plate? And then you start getting mad
It's turned into a fat joke.
and then you get mad at the fork and the spoon and that are really just your friends.
Can I say something? I get mad when the food is on their phone. Okay.
Okay, now back to my thing. I would say you're addicted to stressing yourself out.
You know what's hilarious about your phone thing too?
What?
Is that you're so bad with phones. But you're on them all the time.
What do you mean I'm bad? I'm bad with posting stuff.
No, not that. No.
What?
You assume too much, dude. You know when you assume you make an ass out of me and you use your phone too much.
You did
dude.
it wrong. Oh,
I know,
okay.
yeah. No, it's an old bit from Barats and Beretta. Yeah, I stole another bit, dude.
You're a thief, but let's go on.
No, there was this bit where he's on the phone with the insurance and he goes, you know what happens when you assume? You make it, and he goes, you make an ass out of me and you make more money to the insurance company. But anyways,
Yes.
You had an iPhone 12,
Okay.
right? And you're like, this phone sucks, you know? And every time...
I didn't say it sucked.
Anyways, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to get to the...
Yeah, I know what you're lying about.
Anyways,
Yes.
every time I would eye drop on you, meaning, you know, eavesdrop, but eyes drop. I'm trying to make it work.
Spy
on you. You would not be doing the intuitive functions of the phone.
They weren't intuitive.
You would have, you know, the old man grab, like the phone like this, and then you're doing the fucking power button. What happens if I hit this too many times?
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah. You were not using the intuitive features of the phone, and I didn't bother you by telling you what they are. I just let you feel the way you feel.
Because you're not a friend. You let me be frustrated because you're addicted to stress and frustration.
Yes.
And so you're like, this is good for him. This is good for him. And then you make it a thing like, oh, it's all my fault. When I would have loved direction from my friend. I would have loved to understand the phone a bit more because I had never really had an iPhone. And then instead of, you know, you really could have helped me stay on the iPhone. But you didn't. And now you complain about me not having an iPhone. And really, it's your fault. But you know it's your fault, and you did it to yourself.
But I'm going to give
you like to be mad at me.
But I'm going to give you my iPhone.
Oh, just to post the thing.
Yes, because you suck at posting. So what you need is an intuitive phone that knows how to post.
Let's not talk about the podcast.
On the podcast.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
So that was the intervention part of the podcast.
So you didn't even address at all the fact that you're addicted to stress, that you love to stress yourself out.
I think I am. I think
exactly.
So. But I also I think, just like the way an alcoholic would fantasize about being sober. Mm-hmm. I do kind of fantasize about not having anything to do, That's the thing. There is a calm answer to, the things that there's a calm way to get to that point that you see, I believe you see, but you decide not to take it. Yeah.
But I also don't think it's just pure self-sabotage. I think it's you do want to work on the stuff you want to work on.
Oh yeah, dude. This is my prime.
But I think maybe you portion it in a way where the things that you want to work on that you could enjoy become stressful because of how much of it you put on.
But yeah, I enjoy it though. Yeah. And the things that I do,
you're just a big plate that wants more meat on it.
Yep.
Yeah, and where's Bobby Lee? Ready to eat some more of that?
Ready
meat?
To smoke some heroin. What's it called? The things that I do though, they don't need to exist. So the more I do, the more it exists. In a way.
I was gonna make a joke.
What?
I was gonna say, so everything you do is pointless.
It kind of is. I mean, it's an escape. So when you're creating an escape,
let's not get philosophical, but. Everything could be pointless if you think about it, but whatever. Anyways,
but what I'm trying to say is that, in a way, it's an escape for people, and I'm at the same time trying to escape whatever's going on in my head.
Yeah.
And so I don't know where I'm going with it, but I know that it always exists after it's done, right? So yeah, I can look back and I remember before I got sober, I had 3 jobs, dude. At one time to keep up with my fucking smoke and weed addiction, So having those 3 jobs, I enjoyed it because all 3 jobs that I had, I could smoke weed at. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's a stressful lifestyle though, dude. Working 3 jobs.
Yeah. You were always addicted to stress.
Yeah.
I remember your mom told me that when you're in elementary school, you used to grab 4 crayons at a time and try and color everything in. And then you're it's faster. And then you'd get mad that you wouldn't color inside the lines.
No.
And then everyone was oh, Gerardo, maybe you could do this. And then you're ah! Yeah, that was my impression of you.
But I don't think it's unhealthy either. I think that I'm more grounded than I've ever been in my life because I have things to do as opposed to just being a leaf in the wind.
It is unhealthy to use 4 crayons when you're trying to color at one time.
No lines exist when you're drawing with 4 crayons. You're just
Exactly. Yeah. I would say that's how you live your life, with 4 crayons in your fist, trying to color in the lines.
And who really has anything figured out? Nobody has anything figured out.
Me, I'm a genius.
How?
I'm just kidding. I don't. I'm obviously joking. You fucking idiot. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Sorry.
You're a living meme, dude. You've been on that phone too much.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I have a phone problem.
Anyway, so what's the first thing you wanted to talk about? Because that was basically both of my things in one.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking about eating yourself out of your clothes.
How?
I ate too much.
Oh.
And now none of my clothes fit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you look skinny.
They're just tight on me. I know, but I was in better shape before, and all my clothes were kind of fit for that. And then I really just had too many slices of pizza, too many tacos, and now I need to buy $150 worth of clothes.
Really? You can't just lose weight?
Huh? I mean, I can, but that's not as funny.
What's it called? No, I am thankfully in an XL shirt, and it's a good size, dude. The XL shirt is a good size to fucking you have a wide range of weight you could be in to have an XL shirt, dude. I'm pretty heavy right now, dude, comparatively to how I've always been. But XL still fits me, dude. Large, medium shirts, they've been hung up in this apartment, and I've never worn them.
It's interesting to me how eating too much can cost more than the $12 for that burrito or whatever. Because if you think about it, you eat too much, you start, getting health problems, then you need to go to the hospital more often. Then like that burrito becomes like $50,000 worth of bills, hospital bills and stuff.
Yeah.
I find that interesting.
But when you're superhuman, you don't have to go to the hospital though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who's superhuman?
I don't know. A friend of mine. Isn't that crazy?
Thank you.
He's Batman.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know. Like, I'm not someone who gains a lot of weight. Like, I just become a square, a rectangle. I don't like. You have a very nice shape to you.
Oh, stop it.
You're very round.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I just like kind of thicken. You know what I mean? Instead of like, my width doesn't really increase.
Yeah.
It's more like my length increases. Does that make sense?
Okay, I get it, dude.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
You have a huge penis. Dude, that would be a huge incentive for me to lose weight. If like the weight that I lose goes towards girth in my penis, I would be like working out right now. I would treat working out like podcasting, dude. Do it every day.
Is that a big goal to you to have a big penis? Is that what life means to you?
No.
Okay.
But it would help, right?
I don't know.
You don't know? You already have.
I don't know.
You don't know what life is like without a big penis? Let me ask you a question.
What?
Is anyone in Spain or Portugal going to find out how big your penis is?
No.
No? I'm just asking, dude.
I'm meeting my best friend who does not know. Did you ever show your friends your dick?
Did I ever show my friends my dick?
Because a lot of people did that, and I don't understand it.
No, I never showed my friends.
I never showed my friends either. And then I'm going to be with my 2 cousins in Spain.
There may have been like one night where I went skinny dipping with a girlfriend of mine at the time and like her friends, but I was drunk and I don't remember it. And my butthole hurt a lot the next day.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I've seen how you eat, so.
Too many peppers?
Yeah, too many peppers. I mean, this is kind of another thing I wanted to talk about.
What's that?
Like, things are like bad, right? Things are bad. But I feel like there's something that I've noticed that has gotten a lot better. It's that there's a lot less people that shouldn't be saying the N-word. Wait, did I word that right? There's a lot less people. There's a lot less people saying the N-word that shouldn't be saying it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's because of the emergence of the word bro. I really believe this. I believe the word bro deserves an NAACP award.
You think the word bro has saved a lot of N-word usage?
Yes. Because I remember like 10 years ago, I was going to the mall and there's like Mexican, Asian kids saying the N-word. And I'm just like, Jesus, what is going on? And then ever since bro came out, I feel like the average temperature of the earth went up, but the rate of N-words by people
per capita.
Yeah, outside of the race that maybe should be allowed to say it, has gone down.
Yeah, dude, my family came from Inglewood and Lenox. They grew up in that area. And one of my uncles, I won't name by name, says the N-word a lot when he's drunk. Only when he's drunk.
Okay.
It's pretty weird, dude. Because you'll turn a corner and just be like, did somebody show up to the party? And it's just my uncle telling a story about the last time he got faded. Like,
faded.
We was faded. And like, saying the N-word every other word.
And I mean, it is interesting too, because like in some communities where like, people would think, oh, they can't say it. And like some people let them say it or whatever. That kind of thing. Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I hate when everybody does the same thing. And like, I feel like everybody says it's bro. And like, I'm starting to get to the point where I hate hearing bro. But then I think about how many people used to say the N-word that shouldn't say the N-word.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Thank you, bruh.
Yeah. So bruh. All those. And then what other terms do you use as like a pet name for friends?
I say dog.
Dog.
Dude.
Bro, bruh, bruh.
Murder victim.
Stupid. What other ones? Foo. I say foo a lot.
Oh, I give them their rankings.
Sergeant.
7.
Oh, 7. Hey, what up, 7?
Yeah. I'm calling you number 7. I'm just kidding.
That's a cool thing, dude.
To rank them.
To give people.
That is not a cool thing.
Yeah, it is.
To rank your friends.
What's happening 5? You know what I mean?
That's messed up, I feel.
I mean, it is messed up if I were like, what's happening 5? And then you were like, what's up 10? You think I'm awesome, but I think you're a 5.
Oh, no, I was saying like ranking is not like 1 through 10.
Yeah.
Like on my Rolodex of people I care about, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like you're number 1. Or like it's funny if someone comes up to me and I don't like them and I'm like 245 and I don't even look at them.
Oh my god! Like, hey Miguel, you're just like 300, dog.
300.
But I'm thinking like LA 10, you know, like those kind of
Yeah,
numbers.
You're thinking like rating them as a person.
Attractiveness.
1 through 10.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, no, I'm just
Big
like,
3 in the house. Shut up, 10.
10.
You fucking 10, asshole.
Yeah, you know that's mean because you're a 10. Has anyone called you a 10 ever?
A lot of people have called me perfect, but you know, which is the first word in the saying "perfect 10." So,
oh, that's what they mean. Probably you're a perfect 10.
Back in elementary school or middle school, a lot of people they figured out like puns. You're like, I don't know if he's a 10, but he's the only 10 I see. Tennessee.
You love puns.
Yeah, no, I hate puns.
You're rotund.
Rotund?
Yeah, round.
Oh my god. No, so yeah, I think that's a great bit.
What?
Calling people numbers.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Dude,
Yeah.
I think that'll catch on.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It would hurt feelings.
We'd have to expose this to a large audience, and they would all start calling each other, and there'd be a lot more fights.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
But I mean, I kind of wanted to talk about this on stage. I didn't write it on the board, but I do kind of wish like casual insults were more of a thing. Like, hey, I don't like your shoes, and then you just start a conversation from there. Like, I would love critiques like that. I don't know, because it just kind of bothers me when people randomly compliment each other, but like the energy of it is just like, I'm trying to make you feel better instead of like being more genuine about like a compliment. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So my question for this is, do you know the person? Is there any familiarity between you and the person you're saying has shitty shoes?
I think in a perfect world, no.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have multiple people coming up to me and say, you have a weight problem.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God. I don't want to live in this world, dude.
But the thing is, it's all about how they take it.
Yeah.
So if that person is like, you know, secure within themselves, they'll just be like, maybe, I guess. But it also is rude. But like if someone said they didn't like my shoes, I don't know. I think I have the ability to not care about someone being really mean to me.
Yeah.
Because I've had practice people being really mean to me.
And tell me about it, number 2 over here.
No.
But on your list, you're like, you really like me.
I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't know. I like people being honest enough where like it won't hurt my feelings. Like I just think it's funny because I feel like a lot of things are unsaid.
Yeah.
And it's just like really weird to me. And I feel like people like kind of live in this bubble that they don't want their bubble to be poked. And in like as like a gesture, they don't poke other people's bubble. But it's like, sure, out the bubble, that's reality, dog.
Have you seen The Power of the Dog yet?
No.
There's this.
I don't watch anything. So
like, you know how like when you look at the 20s and you're like, damn, everyone liked bowler hats. You know, like nobody wears bowler hats anymore. You know, it's just like a norm for the time where it's like I'm saving up this week to buy me a bowler hat. See, you know, and then they'll buy one and they'll go out and look like a fucking sheep with everyone else in bowler hats.
They don't even bowl.
Yeah. And nowadays that could be, you know, the argument could be made that like attractiveness has been the number one, you know, thing that people seek, like sexual gratitude from others, you know? But imagine we lived in a world where ugly was sexy, dude.
Okay.
Right? Like you want to be the ugliest motherfucker alive. Which I guess men kind of deal with that because if you have like if you have scars on the face and stuff, it means you're a rugged motherfucker.
Yeah.
You
but
know?
that might be attractive to people.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like kind of get that. But like with women know what attractive is. you know, it has to do with evolution or whatever. Big ass, big titties, big babies. You know what I'm saying? Right or no?
Wait, women know what attractive is, and then you said big ass, big titties, big baby.
No, they know how to be attractive.
Oh,
to men.
I see. Yeah. Okay, for men to want them.
Big fat booty, big fat titties, whole lot of babies, dude. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
So you're saying, so for us, what do you think guys do to be attractive to girls?
I think they act like they care. Right or wrong?
That's so funny.
Isn't that true?
I think I see what you're saying, but I think the caring is more of like, I normally wouldn't think about this, but since you're bringing it up, I'll care.
Yeah.
You know? But I do see what you're saying.
What's the number one move for fucking pickup artist?
I don't know.
40-year-old virgin made a joke about this. Ask a lot of questions.
Oh, I see.
Seem interested, you know?
Oh, okay.
Right? And then I don't know. I never read anything about pickup.
Is this how I find out you have a big fluffy pink hat in your closet?
I'm a pimp, dog.
And then you looked up the how to talk to women thing.
No, but like that's always stuck with me. The whole ask a bunch of questions thing, and then like you hear like love on the spectrum, for instance. Ask them about themselves. People like to talk about themselves. You know. So the number one thing a man does to be attractive is act like they care. You see any of these fucking dating things, the guy's always like, "This sounds like life was rough on you, girl." You know what I mean? But you could see in their eyes, because we're men, that they just want to fuck. But the girl sees it and she's like, finally somebody understands, you know?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they have another allegation, those guys. You know what I mean?
What's the allegation? What happened?
Forceful entry.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm
saying. They broke in the house?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, imagine a world where ugly was attractive, dude.
I mean, this is the thing. I kind of think that hearts are more ugly than people. Does that make sense?
Hearts?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're like gross.
Yeah. No, not a physical heart.
Okay.
But like how people interact with each other is very ugly.
Yes.
That's uglier to me. Like if a very attractive girl is like the way they interact with someone is like bad, they become ugly to me. Like I'm disgusted by them. Like I don't want anything to do with them, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I would say when I think ugly, I think more like, I mean, now it sounds like I'm trying to win an award or something. I'm running for president. But ugly to me is more like in like how you are instead of like what you look like. Because I don't know, I've felt ugly before, so I don't like to put that on other people, even if they are fucking ugly. So
I relate to that. Sorry, I don't know why. I just yawned very longly right now. Yeah, that was a long yawn.
It's all good.
It was one of those yawns where you get eyes watery. Yeah. I cried because of what you said, but I'm trying to act like it was the yawn.
I'm tired.
What was I going to say?
I don't remember.
Oh, right now, I think I'm the most attractive I've ever been. Right? Because of this whole sobriety thing, the way I look at life, the time I give others, like people I don't know, I just talk to them and try to connect rather than, what is it called? Isolate, like I used to and stuff. And if you were to look at pictures of me in like college or high school, I was an attractive guy, but I did not feel that way, you know? But when I look back at pictures, I'm like, dude, I have a completely distorted image of what I was. Because what I'm looking at right now is fucking hot, dude. You know what I mean?
Okay. Just like the actual picture of you in high school? Oh, okay.
I was skinny. And like comparatively to this fucking monstrosity you see before you now, dude. I had one chin.
You look glorious.
Thanks. A shaved face. You know what I mean? And everything was working, dude. But at the same time, inside I was like dying for whatever reason. You know?
Anxiety stuff?
No, just maybe anxiety is what it would be categorized as, but just I don't know who the fuck I was. I didn't like who I was, rather. You know?
I see. I can relate to that.
Loss of identity. I just didn't have an identity, in my opinion.
You felt like you had to be something.
Yeah. I was on my phone too much.
Well, I can't relate to that. Did other people say things about you that weren't true? Because I could relate to that.
I wasn't listening. I was on my phone.
Would you ever jump out of a plane?
To skydive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I don't understand why anyone would take that risk.
I think I would, dude.
Okay, what about you makes you say I will jump out of a plane?
Because you gotta accept it. Just accept that this is what I've chosen to do. Like, for instance, I suggest you don't jump out of planes because you don't want to. Mm-hmm. But I'm willing to do anything. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to do stuff, you know? I want to get hit by a bull. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, that sounds like fun to me. Right?
Okay.
It's kind of like the whole Jackass thing. Is like the footage is what matters. It's like, yeah, this is something I did in my life that I can recall. Mm-hmm. You know?
Okay.
Like times with my brother, like hanging out with my brother, like I would, like, you know, kind of leave him alone while he was a kid, you know? Because I was, you know, smoking weed or whatever in the backyard and stuff. And I sometimes think about that and go like, damn, something could have happened to my brother because I wasn't paying attention to like watching him and stuff. That bothers me.
You walk out one day and then all of a sudden you see a bull in your brother. That's why you want to get hit by a bull as penance? Because you let your brother get hit by a bull? Because you're smoking weed?
I don't know why that's the first example that came to my mind. But like those kind of things bother me, right?
Yeah.
Where I think back and I'm like, oh, fuck, why did I do this thing, you know? I don't know. But also, if it were to happen, I would have to just accept whatever happened. I chose to do this and that's what happened.
Imagine you have to like jump out of planes professionally and it gets to the point where it's like, it's kind of your job. Like I imagine those instructors when they're strapped to the people, like as they're going down, they're like, oh damn, did I leave the stove on? Like, you know, they just have regular thoughts now as they're like flying 5,000 miles per hour. I mean, they'd probably burn up if it was 5,000 miles per hour.
You jump out of a plane, you either live and it's the greatest experience you've ever had because you came so close to death in your like monkey brain.
See, I guess that's what it is like, how is the greatest experience ever being close to death?
Well, let me finish.
Okay.
Or, right, so it's either the best experience you've ever had, jumping out of a plane, feeling like you're dying mentally, whatever, and then you live and you can tell people, I was fucking shitting bricks up there in the stars, you know? And then I jumped out the plane. Or, what's the other option? You fucking die, dude.
I guess that's what it is for me. It's like, if it's one or the other, I'm not going to do that scenario that gives me that one or the other situation of dying.
How long do you think you'll live till?
145.
Really? Or do you honestly believe that?
No, I think I'm the first person that's going to live forever.
You're so stupid.
What?
Dracula.
Every time it's my
because you play vampires with yourself.
Every time it's my birthday, I always make the same joke that I say, man, I always get sad on my birthday because I realize that everyone's getting older, but I'm never going to die.
You're so stupid.
Yeah. But I guess, see, my question was, what do you think it is in someone's head that is like, me almost dying? That's the greatest experience ever. Why is that the greatest experience ever to somebody? I'm just trying to understand. Because you said that.
What happens when you die?
I don't know.
Nobody fucking knows, dude.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, I almost found out?
Yeah, dude.
Hey, dog, remember when I almost found out?
What happens when you die?
Someone gets hit by a car and they're like, hey, remember when I almost found out? Oh God, that's so funny.
Isn't that crazy?
I get shot in the chest. Oh, I almost found out.
If you think about it, it's kind of fitting for death as a whole. If we never know what death is, it's like it gives more power to like atheists being like, nothing happens, foo. Mm-hmm. You know,
like I could see it being good for like perspective. Like you almost die and then like you see life is great.
Yeah.
Now.
So you want to go skydiving?
No, because I already think life's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't need to almost find out.
What happens when you die?
Yeah. So for you, is that what it is for you?
Yeah, I think so. Like, also because one of the near-death experiences I had, I was a kid riding my uncle's skateboard. The same uncle that says the N-word too much. So he knows who he is now. What's it called? He's like, he barely realizes. He's like, when I get drunk, I say the N-word.
He doesn't know. He gets sober.
He's in AA. They're like, what happened? He's like, I was watching my nephew's podcast, fool, and he said this thing about one of his uncles, made me laugh, fool. But then he said something else that said it was the same person. And that was me, bro.
I was like, how could that guy do that?
Yeah.
And then he brought up a skateboard, and now I'm here.
So, but in the first near-death experience I ever had, I was riding a skateboard at my grandpa's house from his driveway. Also, near-death experience, I'm using that lightly, right?
Okay.
Because that's what I classified it as after it happened, where I was driving his driveway to the other driveway like that.
Yeah.
On a very busy street in Ontario, Cypress. And so, like, I was going, and then I saw a car was coming. I wasn't very good at skateboarding. And right when I saw the car coming, I got off the skateboard, and the car, like the rearview mirror, hit me in the back, kind of. Or like the side mirror, you know? And then I stood there paralyzed in the street because the car didn't stop or slow down, just kept going. Yeah. And I just stood there paralyzed like, oh my God, I could have died right now. Yeah.
It's crazy to think that was me on my phone.
Oh my God.
No, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've thought multiple times, like, when was it? Well, I could never truly find out, but when, in what scenario did I almost die that I didn't even realize?
Yeah.
You know, like that fascinates me. And, I don't know, for example, like, when I went from Mexico back to the US on the plane, they had to do like, it was an unsafe landing. So they were like going down, we were about to land, and then all of a sudden he like, steered up, and so we all went up like super fast, and then I was just like, oh my God, I've never experienced that before. And then like they got on the intercom and said what was going on, and then we landed later, and then I just remember thinking like, how close was I to dying? Like, how fast were we going at that speed? Was there a plane in front of us? Were we about to get wrecked? That kind of thing.
Okay, so go down this path.
Okay.
What do you do with that information?
It's just curious information.
Curiosity?
Yeah.
You don't know what curiosity is?
Yeah, what is that?
It's just curious information.
It's just information that I'm curious about.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I've literally thought this. Like, what bird is the highest bird that has ever flown? You know what I mean? Was it a dinosaur? Is it a pigeon that I could see next week? You know? I don't know. Is there pigeons that are like, dude, that Larry's crazy. He went above the
bird zone?
Yeah, the bird zone. All the pigeons are like, he's the Johnny Knoxville pigeons.
Hi, my name's Larry, and I'm going above the bird zone.
And then there's rumors like he came back and there was an icicle under his wing.
He can't remove it. He'll fuck you up, Doug. Dang. Yeah, near death, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Have you seen that video? I don't know if it's fake. Yeah. Like, it would be super cool if it wasn't. But supposedly, like, everyone calls it the guardian angel or whatever. But this guy was walking across the street, right? And then this guy kind of shows up out of nowhere, walks by, taps him on the shoulder. And then the guy turns around and sees there's a, like, car with, like, its gate open. Like a truck with like this big gate open, and at the speed it was going, it looked like if he gets hit by that end of the gate, he's dead, right? But like, because he got tapped on the shoulder, he turned like 3 seconds before, and then so like the car didn't hit him, and then the guy who tapped his shoulder was just like out of frame, and he didn't get hit either. And then everybody's like, "Oh, guardian angel, blah blah blah." I hope it's real because that's awesome. Like, it's that kind of stuff where I'm like, dog, did I tie my shoe and like some stray bullet went over my head that I didn't realize?
I've thought about that before, maybe when I was younger. But like, how many stray bullets are in the air? I think it was The Mexican. Do you remember this movie or no? No. One of these movies where there was a party, and people were shooting bullets in the sky, and then like somewhere like in the neighborhood, there was a raining down of bullets. And I thought to myself, like, dude, are there people shooting in the sky right now? And like, can I get hit by one?
I think people can die like that, right? Because the bullets come down.
Yeah.
I remember.
No, they go in the bird zone and they stay up there.
Oh, above the bird zone is the bullet zone.
The astro belt.
Bird, bullet zone.
Yeah.
Bird zone, bullet zone. They're like, Larry, don't go in the bullet zone. It's like, whatever, man. He just goes up.
You guys are wimps. Watch me get hit by this bull.
Bullet.
A bullet.
Bullet.
We never talking about puns. Oh man, me and Miguel do this thing. It's an inside joke.
Yeah.
It's hard to bring up on the podcast because it's an inside joke. But let's try to articulate it. You go first.
Anything anyone says is a joke that nobody else realizes that they're doing, but they try to acknowledge, like, oh, I get what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So punning.
Yeah.
Punning with friends. You know?
And then, but it also gets to a point where, like, we just say and then we go,
the. Yeah. Theory, the. Theory,
the theory,
Theory, theory, the
theory with
the Ori, the Ori,
the
Baltimore Orioles, and then you start laughing.
Yeah,
like it makes sense
because it's the dumbest thing. That's why.
You're really.
I mean, that's an insight to two psychos talking to each other.
You're really stupid, dude. Stu, really? Tommy's dad?
Really?
Rugrats?
Really stupid? Really? Nickelodeon? Miguel Nick? M-I-G? Like, we just think we're like on another level of humor. Yeah. That kind of thing.
Dude, you're so funny. You're like Miguelodian.
I kind of did like that. Kind of actually was funny to me. Miguelodian.
Oh, that's. Yeah. I hate people that do puns too much. You know, especially when you're trying to tell them something. And then they're like, you could see that they're searching like the one-upper, like, where's the pun at, dude, you know? There's a pun in here somewhere, dog.
I mean, we have a friend that used to do just like all puns. Like that was all his humor.
Who?
KG. AKG. The Gridley.
Oh my God.
Everything he said was like a pun. He's like, that's funny. That's funny. That's his voice too. I'm not exaggerating. That's funny. Oh.
That's funny. I can't do it.
Guys, am I crazy? He sounds like the Joker, kind of, now that I think about it. But yeah.
What else did you want to talk about?
I don't know. Oh yeah, dude. I had one of the biggest what if situations of my life. So I have this friend who he talked his way into possibly sneaking into the Super Bowl, but it costs money because we have to like bribe a security guard, right? And then so he invited me, and he was like, "Dog, tickets for the Super Bowl are $6,000 or something like that, just for nosebleeds. We could get in for $250." And I'd like trust this guy. I mean, this guy has gone on crazy adventures, like excursions for free, just like by happenstance. And so I was like, "Yeah, man. I mean, I trust you. I believe it. I like if it's cash, I'll do it. If I have to do it online, then it feels like too much of a scam.
Yeah,
scam. I have to give him money." And then he was like, "Okay, man, we got it, right?" And then so like 2 days before the Super Bowl, I call him because I'm like, "You told me like we'd get some sort of confirmation by now." And he's like, man." So because the situation was that he was talking to a girl who had a friend that does security at the stadium.
Yeah.
And because that girl liked him and they're like kind of dating, the thing was we just had to pay the girl $250 each to go in. And it's like a special thing that, I mean, you have to know about, right?
Yeah.
And then so my friend was with the girl 2 days before the Super Bowl, decides to just respond to a text from this other girl in front of the girl that's helping us get into the Super Bowl. And then she obviously sees and then is like, it's $500 now to get into the Super Bowl.
Did he go still or no?
Huh? No, but the thing is, it went from $500 to you're not going.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so it went from me and my friend are going to sneak in, go to the Super Bowl, see the Rams win in Los Angeles, watch like Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg
halftime show
perform at the halftime, to him texting me like, she ruined my life.
Oh my God. All because he couldn't wait.
Yeah. Well, because and then I called him because I told him I was going to call him my Super Bowl, like that was going to be his new nickname.
Yeah.
And then now I just call him Icarus because he flew too close to the sun. Why if the girl likes you, text another girl
in front of her. Even like, I don't know. Yeah.
And it's fun. Like, I don't actually care, but it's just so funny that I was so close to a once in a lifetime opportunity to go to a game where only super rich people can afford it.
Yeah.
Really. And then that was like one of the biggest what ifs of my life. Remember a week or two before, I was telling you I might get in the Super Bowl. And then it turns out I couldn't go in. Do you have like a big what if like that?
What ifs? I kind of have one right now, but I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
But a big what if for me.
Let's just say Michael Jordan wants to come on Isimo.
Imagine I wouldn't be like, "Are you Mexican?" It's not Mexi Jordan, dude. And then the next episode, we just start beef with Michael Jordan. Dude,
it's not North Carolinissimo.
It's not Bullsissimo. Wait, matter of fact, I think we can make some room. Yeah. Bullsissimo. So tell us about the 96 Bulls and how Isimo, or how Mexicans mattered. He's like, well, I don't know about the Mexicans, but I was with Scotty. And
he gives you amazing insight, and then you don't put it out because it's not about being Mexican.
That would be funny if we ever miss a week. Be like, we had Michael Jordan on
and no one believes you.
But he didn't really address Mexican issues that we brought up to him. Yeah, so
we're shelving it.
People are like, put out the episode. It's Michael Jordan.
Yeah. And you're like, it doesn't matter. This is Isimo.
No,
Isimo's bigger than Michael Jordan.
Isimo is bigger than Michael Jordan. Was it somehow that we get a picture with all three of us and Michael Jordan too?
Yeah.
And we put that
released that?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I photoshopped the picture to make it look like my apartment in the background. Like he came here.
Dude.
That'd be great.
But
what was I saying?
You're thinking about your biggest what if. What's your second biggest what if?
Biggest what if? Okay, I have one, but it's not really like a Super Bowl what if.
Just give your what if.
Did I ever tell you the story about my first time on stage? Like a big stage?
No. When you used to act?
No. When I was, I want to say 10 years old. I was 10 years old. I know my...
Performing at the Super Bowl?
I know my exact age because it comes into play in the story. I'll just tell the story. I don't care if it's too long. I was 10 years old. We went to a magic show. Ray Donovan. I don't know what the guy's name was. I forget the guy's name. I used to remember it. It was at the Stardust Hotel in Las Vegas. Okay. It seats 3 million because I'm a 10-year-old, right?
Yeah.
It's like so many people in the crowd.
Yeah.
And so my family sat in the front table, right? And then they were like, I forget what adjective he used, but we need somebody to come on stage or whatever to help out with this trick, right? And so I go on stage, and because my cousin Andy was sitting ahead of me, right, closer to the stage, but that fool wimped out. He was like, "No, what the fuck? I'm not gonna get up there. Like, I'm 11 years old." Like, but I was like, "I'll go." And so I went up there, and he says, "Hey, how's it going? What's your name?" And I say, Jerry. You know, kind of thing. Or I might have said Jerry. I'm not sure.
How dare you?
But how old are you? I'm 10 years old. And he goes, "Oh, well, you got to be 11 to be on the stage, son. How old are you?" And I go, "I'm 10 years old." You know? And he goes,
"You can't lie."
He's like, "Guys, you know, sorry." He's acting like the producers are going to kick me off or whatever. He's like, No, it's fine. It's fine. You know, this guy can't tell a lie, whatever. Everyone's laughing while this is happening. And then he's, "One more time, how old are you?" And I'm like, "I'm fucking 10. I didn't understand what he was doing, right? Yeah. And people are laughing, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know? And
that's so cute, though.
Yeah,
a little kid.
And he goes, "I'm going to have you help me with this magic trick. We're going to levitate one of these broads." Just kidding. It was the 90s. He didn't say broads. What's it called? So he's like, "I'm going to help you. You're going to help me levitate one of these women. I need you to choose one of the 3 women, right?" So one girl comes out in a cowboy outfit, way skimpy, dude. Skimpy ass cowboy outfit. Crazy looking, right?
Yeehaw, yeah.
Yeehaw, sexy girl, you know what I mean? Another girl comes out in a weird ass, like, it's supposed to be a futuristic outfit with like, it's all green with like holes.
She's an alien.
Kind of thing. And then I forget what the third girl was. For the purpose of the story, let's just say a maid, right? Very sexualized women, sideshow workers or whatever, for this magic show that sees 3 million people. And so I choose the ugliest one, the one with the alien outfit thing on, because my mom was there. So I was thinking like, oh my God, she's going to think that I'm horny or something. I remember distinctly thinking that, like, I don't want to seem like I'm sexualizing things.
And meanwhile, your mom was like, oh, he chose the woman with the holes. Yeah. He's all obsessed with holes.
Bro, if you would have seen this cowboy though, Jesus, cowgirl rather.
You remember when you were 10.
Yes. And the ages may be different, but like, there was that whole bit about you have to be 1 year older than whatever.
Yeah.
And so I choose this girl, and then she lays down on the levitation table, right?
Okay.
And he's like, watch, check this shit out, right? To me, he says that too. And then she levitates, right? Right. But I'm on stage, and I can see behind her is like these cogs moving.
Yeah.
It's like, it's moving this platform upwards. But to the audience, it's like, you know, magic, right? I didn't say anything about that. I just noticed that. I remember that moment.
You're a showman.
Yeah, I was a showman. I was like, wow, she's really levitating, Ray Donovan. 10-year-old. I'm 11, by the way. And then she's up now, right? And he goes, oh, well, my magic doesn't seem to be working. I need you to give her a kiss, right? And then I was like, okay. And so I walk over to her, and then I look up, you know, like that. And then he goes, come on, go for it, you know. And I was like, I looked at her again, and she's just like passed out, you know, acting passed out. And I'm like, what? And I look back up at him, and he's like, come on. And then my cousin Andy's like, do it for what the fuck, homie, you know. And then I don't do anything, and he's like, it's okay, it's okay. He pulls me away. That's my biggest what if.
That would have been your first kiss.
Yeah.
A hot alien lady. Yeah. Dude. That is a pretty big one. I feel like that's bigger than the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And then
when you're 10?
Yeah.
Just by the ratio. Me as an adult now, not going to the Super Bowl, I'm like, yeah, I mean, that sucks. But at 10, damn, I would have loved to kiss a girl like that.
Yeah, dude. And then afterwards, everyone in my family called me gay because I didn't kiss the girl.
Instead of scared or shy.
Yeah.
They called you gay.
Because I didn't kiss the girl.
Is that the guy's?
That's Sebastian from Little Mermaid.
Oh, okay. Why'd you do that? I don't understand.
It was a pun. Kiss the girl.
The girl.
Kiss the girl.
Under the sea.
It was the woman.
Under the sea.
Yeah. The mermaid. Yeah.
Mermaid. Maid.
I'm a maid.
The third girl. Yeah. Maid. Yeah, that's how obnoxious we get.
Yes. I try to do that in public as often as possible.
Mm-hmm. With who?
People walking by while we're talking.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be like, in and out. Yeah. Burgers.
Dude, hyphen, in and out. Out in.
X, palm trees, up, like that. Just making no sense.
What do you call it?
Anyways,
that does remind me like this prank I did.
What?
On my friend.
Master pranker.
I guess I am sort of, kind of, but I don't even like pranks. But I just thought it was funny because like so I like Frank's Red Hot, and I know at this place that has really good fries, they don't have Frank's Red Hot, right?
Pharaoh's.
So, no, this is just a different place.
Oh, okay.
And then so I'm with my friend, and I'm like, I'm gonna get some Frank's Red Hot sauce, and then we're gonna go to the this place and eat, right? So I have like a bottle in my pocket, and it's like kind of it fits in my pocket, but it's big. It's big for a pocket, yeah. Right? And so it looks like kind of big, right? But it's like slender enough where you might think it's like, oh, that guy's
pee-pee.
That guy's got some hot hard thing in his pants.
Frank's hot hard.
Exactly, hard. And then so what I did, like after we ate, I was like, oh, it looks weird that I have this bottle in my whatever, right? So I was like, hey, when we walk out, say, is that a bottle in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me, right? So we're walking out, this guy's walking by, and then he's like, hey, Miguel, is that a bottle in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me? And then I turn to him and I go, what the fuck are you talking about? And I don't know, I just thought it was funny.
Oh my God.
And then like, yeah, he was cracking up, dude. Not the other guy, but my friend. Because I set him up.
Why didn't pranksters ever get like recognitions like magicians did?
Oh, like a show?
Yeah. Imagine if you became such a good prankster that you get your own fucking show weekly at the Marriott in the Marriott. Like a weekly show at the Mirage.
I don't know. Maybe because there's no wonder in that. Like, it's everybody just like, ah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like an art to prank.
I don't think we ever aired your master prank, but there is a wonder to that, dude.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
I guess. Did we never talk about my prank?
We did, but we didn't air the episode.
Oh, we didn't.
But while you're gone, I might put up some of the old stuff.
You have time to, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
edit some compilation together of older material we never used.
But yeah, I don't even like pranks, but I like doing that stuff.
Oh my god. Okay, so anyways, if you were a magician, what would your magic name be?
Miggy the Omnipotent.
Miggy
the
Omnipotent?
Omnipotent? What I truly am. I know everything. I'm just kidding.
Omnipotent?
Very potent.
Very potent?
All potent.
Many potents?
Yeah, exactly.
What would mine be? Go hard, Alakazam.
That's a good one.
Go hard, Alakazam, dude.
Go hard, Alakazam,
yeah. Yeah, dude.
So if you had three girls, like your versions of girls that are sexy, well, who would your three sexy? Because that guy had cowboy, alien, and
something. I forget the third one. Mine would be, my first trick of the evening would be my cloning machine.
Okay.
And then I would clone my girlfriend and have 3 of my girlfriends.
Okay. And then I'd be the volunteer and your girlfriend would just roast me.
You would not volunteer.
We will make this guy self-esteem. And then your girlfriend's just like, your eyebrows look weird.
I'm like, please choose one of my 3 contestants. And then you're like, that one. She goes, you can't pick me. Your calves are too small.
I don't even have small calves. But
I'm going to laugh if in a year your calves are huge. You get some crazy like calf tear.
It's funny because I was getting that rower, right? And then your girlfriend says that. And now, like, I mean, I'm going to be on another level physically. So your girlfriend's going to think she did something, but I was already getting the rower.
All right, let's talk about this then. How dedicated have you been to your rower since buying it?
I've been available to use it, I would say 7 days since I got it, right?
Yeah.
And I've used it 3. So I think that's a good ratio. No, you don't think that's a good ratio?
It's a better ratio.
How often have you used your rower?
What were you going to say?
Rower.
You said raper?
No, I was not going to say that.
Jesus Christ.
I meant to say rawer or whatever, but I meant rower.
What's it called? Let's just say I'm not Terry Crews and I can't make my titties bounce yet.
Okay.
Because I've been available, like you say, the verbiage you used, a lot of days to work out. And I've used my
I love
ratio.
that you're lounging like that as you say that.
My ratio is non-existent.
Okay.
As far
0.
as, yes, 0.
I'm almost 50%. I've already used it enough. I'm almost 50%.
You're not, though.
I'm almost.
Do 3 divided by 7 right now. That's not near 50%.
It's like 40 whatever.
No.
Yeah, it is.
You're wrong.
Maybe. I'm not good at math.
3 of 10 is 30. So it's between 30 and 50. 50.
You want me back. Hey, you want me back. But, yeah, okay. So,
What?
we're talking about magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you would clone your girlfriend 3 times is what you said. You're such a lover boy, dude.
Yeah,
You can't get enough of that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her. Yeah. I told her recently, I was like, I do fall in love more and more every day because I'll think to myself, like, what life would be like without her. And I'm like, I don't want to live.
Have you ever been like that before?
Yeah, but not for reals.
Oh, I see.
You
feel like this is for reals?
I think so, yeah. More so than anything else I've ever experienced.
And that's why the last thing on the board is propose.
The last thing on the board is way different.
But imagine you propose on this podcast.
Oh, no. I would never do that, dude.
I know. How lame would that be? That didn't hurt my feelings.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it's very lame.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, propose.
Yeah. You're posing
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, we got to stop that. We can't do that anymore.
I love doing it though. I like doing it too out of nowhere because you go from a straight face to smiling out of nowhere and you're just like, oh yeah.
So stupid, but
you
had something you wanted to talk about.
How I want to propose. How would you propose to your girlfriend? So you don't have a girlfriend, so it's kind of awkward for me to answer that question. So for you, how would you propose to your girlfriend that doesn't exist, ever will exist?
I would get 3,000 doves. I'll get 3,000
And
doves.
you kill them all?
Yeah, and then
you're like,
the blood smeared on the asphalt would say, what was I doing again? Because I have a terrible memory. And then she'll see the receipt for 3,000 doves. And then she'll ask me about it. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, will you marry me? And that's how it's going to go. Beautiful. No, I don't know how to propose.
all right,
that would be cool to do it in another country, I think. Like Antarctica. Imagine having a penguin next to me, and I'll be like, it's dress rehearsal for the real marriage.
Imagine her saying no.
In Antarctica?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. That would be so embarrassing.
Yes.
But then I could make plenty of puns, like, you have such a cold heart. Like,
oh, my God.
That's why I did it here, just in case.
So I could leave you.
Yeah, so I could leave on top with the pun.
I was questioning why you wore a bikini the whole time, but it's because you're so cold.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to add to it.
I can never penguin.
Oh, penguin.
In love.
Okay, let me give you a scenario.
Okay.
Your girlfriend is an archaeologist the likes of Indiana Jones.
Okay. Again, she doesn't exist, and she never will. Like you said.
She's an archaeologist the likes of Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Right? She's, let's say she used to be in the Peace Corps.
Okay.
And her first job was at a Panera Bread. How would you propose to this woman? I'll give you 3 things and then you have to choose the proposal. It doesn't have to make sense. She's not real.
I'm trying to think.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. She's an archaeologist. Got to do a bone pun.
Bone pun? Okay.
Just, will you go Stegosaurus with me instead of steady? No. See, okay, she worked at Panera. I don't know how that's ever good. Is the first place that someone works, does that take any effect?
No, it shows that she's a hard worker. She went from Panera to an archaeologist, the likes of Indiana Jones.
Okay, dinosaur bones. Well, I would just find the crystal skull. And once I get that, I'll make a ring out of it. That's that simple.
But she's the Indiana Jones. Are you Shia LaBeouf?
Yes.
Is your girlfriend...
Yes, everything you say, yes. No, I don't know, dude. Like, okay, with dinosaurs, she loves dinosaurs, or that's just her job?
It's her job. Do you love delivering food?
No.
Exactly.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anything... Her liking dinosaurs has nothing to do with how I propose, then.
Exactly.
So you're just asking me how would I propose to her? It's the same question as before.
Oh, you're never going to get married, dude.
You're right.
You know how I would do it?
Don't marry me, everybody.
You know what I would do? I would get a bunch of balloons for her birthday and put them in the room and be like, happy birthday, right? And I'm like, oh, what? What the fuck is, do you feel that, right? I'll be like, do you feel that? And then she's like, what? And I'm like, I feel like I just made a discovery. Archaeology, dude. I feel like I just made a discovery, right?
Okay.
I have a safety pin. I pop one of the balloons, and then the fucking ring hits her in the face and shit. And I'm like, would you like to marry me?
She says yes?
Yes.
Dude, you're good.
Yeah.
That's why you have a girlfriend.
Yeah. That was good. See how quickly I thought of that? But yeah, I also did think of the scenario. Give me a scenario.
Of what? Just a girl?
The girl, yeah.
Okay.
You just described my girlfriend.
She's not good at complimenting your friend. Okay. This girl bakes pizzas. She's a cook. She hates chocolate, and she doesn't like big romantic gestures.
You know what I would do? I'd find out where she doesn't like to go. All right? Restaurant-wise. In turn, by my ways of manipulation, I'll find out by asking her, like, what place, have you ever had a bad restaurant experience? And like, what is that place? She'll tell me. And when she tells me, my natural response is, oh, I fucking love that place. Let's say she says Cheesecake Factory. Oh, I went to the Cheesecake Factory and they fucking put dick hairs in my cheesecake. Right? And it's like turned me off of that place ever since. I'll be like, that's so conflicting to me because I love Cheesecake Factory. You know, it's one of my favorite places. My friend Steve Marino worked there. And then so now that's like the beginning of the relationship, but we find our way around that, right? We figure out how to, merge our two worlds of like loving and hating Cheesecake Factory. Okay. Until one day I ask her, and I always bring it up in like casual, joking, like Cheesecake Factory kind of thing, with her. And then eventually one day I'm like, we're going to go to the Cheesecake Factory. We're gonna fucking fight this shit together. And I will personally watch and make sure they don't put these dick hairs in your cheesecake, or whatever other scenario that happened to her. And then I proposed to her at the Cheesecake Factory.
So you just So you make her go to a restaurant that has become a compromise in your guys' relationship.
Yes.
And then so you just casually are just like, hey, we're a cheesecake. Yeah. I love it. You don't like it. Will you marry me?
You said she doesn't like big romantic gestures. Yeah. But in a way, that's a huge romantic gesture. So like, but without it being said so, like if that was a poem right now, I would start crying,
I said she doesn't like big romantic gestures, but she likes romantic gestures.
That's romantic.
Like a picnic.
Because also,
I don't think going to a restaurant she doesn't really like that much, and then being like, hey, will you marry me? I don't know if that's romantic.
I think it's romantic because we found a way to both agree to that date.
Compromise.
Yeah. And also, if she says no, then I leave her.
At Cheesecake.
No, she said no, so we're not there, so I just leave her.
Oh, okay. So if she says no to Cheesecake, then you leave her.
Yeah.
If she says yes to Cheesecake and no to marriage, do you stay with her? At least till the check comes, right? So she can pay half. I'm picking it up. I get you, dude. That's so smart. I agree.
What's it called?
Damn, Gerardo.
Let's see. What's the most romantic proposal you could ever think of? And okay, how about this? Not from the girl's end, but like let's say a girl wants to make you cry before you say yes. How would she propose to you, dude?
That's easy.
Well, she does it from her cell phone. Sorry. Go.
Honestly, I feel like it's easy.
I got lightheaded.
I feel like it's easy to make me cry.
Yeah?
Yeah. If someone shows like genuine like appreciation for me,
yeah,
I will cry. So that's really all it takes, honestly. Like, but it has to be like, like sincere, like out of nowhere, like not, I didn't call for it or anything. That would probably make me cry.
Here's what I picture, dude. Right. A girl gets you a new rower. The one with the fucking video. Let me finish. Look at me. Stop.
I'm already crying.
She gets you a new rower with the TV screens where you could see the lake and stuff, right? And then like you're rowing, you're doing your thing, right? And then you're like, what the fuck?
Well, do it with more energy. Like I'm really nailing it.
So you're seeing the lake, right? And then out in the distance you see something shimmering and you're like, what the fuck is that, right? She's a coder, dude. She coded a fucking ring on the lake, right? And you're getting closer and closer, and then she's sitting there behind you every step of the way because she's always there for you, right? And you're crying because you like that shit, and then so you're already balling, dude, because you got a new rower and you're rowing this shit, right? And then you finally get there, and then meanwhile you guys are having casual conversation while you're rowing. You're talking to her. She's like, how many days have you used the rower since I got it? And you're like 3 out of 7, and she's like, I want to kind of leave you now, right? And then you're going, you're rowing, and you're rowing closer and closer, and finally the ring is just like, doo, and then like out of the back of the screens is like confetti and shit, Miguel, will you marry me? And then it's gonna have an expiration date that was 4 days ago because you didn't use the rower for 4 days.
And then it says kiss the girl, and then I look at the girl. I look at the rower and I look at her and I just get nervous. and then my girlfriend calls me gay. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, that would be really cool, but I wouldn't want that to be like how I'm proposed to.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's cool, but like I'm all sweaty.
But that's you today, dog. That is Miguel today. Right?
I mean, actually, I don't need a specific way to be proposed to. It would just be, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would take that. That would be cool. If she coded for me.
Yeah.
And 3 out of 7 is like 50% almost.
She's like, have you been using the rower lessons I got it for you, honey? And then you're like, 3 out of 7 days. And she goes, wait, stop rowing. Because she knows that she's asking you to marry her.
Oh, shit. Or like, will you take this girl at the marriage? When the priest is like, will you take this girl to hold for blah, blah, blah. What did they say?
Having to hold till you die or whatever.
Till you die. And then I'll be like, yes. 3 out of 7 days a week.
Oh my god! No, dude. When she walks down the aisle, she's rowing down the aisle. She's just like, and then you're like, "Babe, you're taking this rowing bit too far."
Or it's on a lake. That would be pretty cool. Everyone gets their own kayak. That'd be sick, dude. I'm definitely doing that. That would be sick. I don't like rivers though. That'd have to be very shallow.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude.
But she'd have to be like an outdoorsy girl, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what about me?
We could just fuck in the forest every time. Dude, I want outdoorsy chicken. Sorry.
What about me? For me, I want you to create the scenario that Gerardo would cry at with getting proposed to.
Damn, Gerardo cries at getting proposed to. Fuck. I feel like appreciation will make you cry.
First of all, mine was pretty good, right?
Yeah, as a joke answer, yes.
Exactly. Okay, go for it.
Okay. So Gerardo.
Mm-hmm.
What it would be is, okay. So the girl in question, who compliments me and doesn't say mean things about me, she would be like, "Hey Gerardo, let's go to."
She still talks like my girlfriend.
Yeah. You guys. Damn. This is hard. Okay. She decides to go on a trip with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you being you're like, oh, okay, I'm down. But I want to do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So what will happen is you guys plan out this day, and she knows you. She knows you're gonna overplan. You're gonna want to do too much. You're gonna start stressing about going to the next place and the next place and the next place. Right?
That's what I was hoping you'd incorporate.
And then, so what happens is, as you guys are going from place to place to place, you don't even put in your schedule time to eat. Because you're just always trying to go somewhere, blah, 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 blah.
Like I wouldn't put time to eat in my schedule. Anyways.
Yeah. I already messed up, I guess. and then, so you're freaking out. You're blowing up. A random person walks by and is like, hey, your shoe's untied. And you go, fuck off! And so you flip out because some random person was trying to help you out, of course, because this is Gerardo. And then, from that, she's like, you know what? I think we just need to get some place to eat. Where do you guys just happen to be near? A Chipotle. What do you guys get at Chipotle? She gets a burrito. What do you get? Of course, a burrito bowl with 2 tortillas and chips, right?
Jesus Christ.
And then, so you're like, order for me. I have to take a fat shit, because that's the kind of stuff you say and the things you do. So you're in the bathroom. And then she's like, okay, there's a ring. Don't put it in the actual bowl, because he'll probably eat it. So what I want you to do is please put it in the tortilla, because you're going to put the tortillas and then put the foil over it. So put it in the middle of the tortillas.
There's still a possibility he will eat it,
but there's a higher chance that he flips it open first, right? And so you guys get to the table. You get your food. She's like, "Oh, did you have are you okay now?" And you're like, "Yeah, I just took the fat." And then, so you open up before you start eating, you start doing a bit, and you start hopping around oh, I'm so hungry. Like, and then you cross your eyes and you because it's you. And then so you crack open the bowl and like, oh, I guess I can't eat all this. This is too much. And then of course you eat it all. But you open the tortilla and you see a ring, and then you know what the ring means.
Free burrito day.
And then you're like, no, you know what the ring means. The employees are fucking with you. So you get up, like, what? Fucking hell? What? And then you run over there, you blow up. And he's like, no, Gerardo, that was me. Will you marry me? And you're like, oh. Yes. And then
I'm like, oh. Yes.
Exactly.
And then the honeymoon is Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in April 8th in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Dude, this is hilarious. I was waiting for you to incorporate Sonic.
Not my bad.
Dang.
But yeah, I feel like that's a Gerardo proposal. And a lot of that is because I know my friend. So that's why it would be the perfect proposal for you.
Mine was evil compared to yours. Yours is like actually pretty spot on.
Sweet. Yeah, spot on.
Dang.
That's sweet. But, I mean, there is something more we wanted to talk about, right?
No.
Not anymore? You want to end on that?
No, I don't know what I wanted to say. I forget. I was going to ask you. I'll better articulate it for the next episode.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that was the episode then, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Oh, my God.
Do you feel seen? Do you feel acknowledged for who you are?
Obviously, it's a bit. It's a joke. Yeah.
Some of it, yeah.
I don't know how I would seriously propose because I never considered it until, obviously,
recently.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to propose, though, you know? Ever. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you see a point in having a ring?
Yeah. It's just a symbol.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have that person.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like, if they were to lose it, I'd be like, I mean, that was a lot of money, honey. You broke my heart. Mm-hmm. How could you be so careless? And then I'll forgive them. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't care. Yeah. Would you care if they lost their ring?
No.
Would you care if they lost it on the night out with their friends?
Well, I mean, no. But how you do something is how you do everything.
That means she took it off with her friends?
No. Well, then you have problems with trust, dog. Why are you getting married to somebody you don't trust?
No, you do trust her, but you didn't know she did that. And then she just happened to lose the ring.
No, I wouldn't freak out. I don't think.
Okay. So you'd be cool with her cheating?
Mm-hmm. No.
No, just kidding.
No, yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. That's hilarious, dude. I want to roast you more, but I can't think of anything.
You don't like that I roasted you so much?
I knew you were going to do it at a Chipotle.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a given.
I thought you were going to be like, she starts to stress me out a lot, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then she chooses to propose to me. But
yeah, you're all hard when she proposes because you're so stressed.
But yeah, that's the podcast, right?
Yeah, it seems like it because you couldn't think of anything to roast
you about, dude. Oh my God.
Well, I'm glad that it ended on you getting roasted. You're so mad. Oh God. Shit.
Talk show the podcast with Gerardo and Miguel. Talk show the podcast. Talk show the podcast. Talk show the podcast. With Gerardo and Miguel. Talk show the podcast with Gerardo and Miguel. Wasn't that wholesome? Until next time, my name's Billingsley. Have a great day.